So we'll start with our prayer shlok that we speak, the shlok which Arjuna spoke and requested Krishna to guide him. So we start with that. Hare Krishna. Karpana dosha upahat bhava prachami tvam dharma sammud cheta yat shreyasya nishchitam bruhi tanme shishyate aham shadimam tvam parpannam. Hare Krishna. Om Tat Sat. So this is a very interesting topic. In fact, ऐसी बात हो रही थी कि बिजनेस और करियर ग्रोथ के लिए भगवान ने गीता में क्या बोला है एंड हाउ आर द रूल्स रेलेवेंट टू इट. So this session is all about those 10 rules and applicability of those 10 rules. So the question is, how can we choose the right career for ourselves? And how can we answer this question from the 10 rules? So the answer to this is in the Gita verse 2.50, wherein God says, Buddhi yukto jahatihi ube sukrite dushkrite tasmat yogaya yujasva yogaha karmasu koshalam. Means what God is trying to say here is, choose the work in which you can achieve high level of skills and your wisdom will remain motivated to steer you through bad and challenging times. मतलब ये है कि आप जिस भी काम में एक प्रोफेशनल बन सकते हैं, आप एकदम स्किलफुल बन सकते हैं, वो काम चूज करो. You should be the master of your trade. You should be taken in as that you have mastered the skill. So when people approach you for that particular skill, they will have full confidence. You will be a brand. You should be available for them for that particular skill, and they should see you as the guru of that skill. Should we move to the next one? Now the example here is of these highly skilled people. So if you check them here, so these people were the leaders of their skills. Sachin Tendulkar, Lata Mangeshkar, they were seen as the leaders because they had mastered that skill. They were the ones, those who were recognized for their skills. And people saw them as the epitome of that skill. So अगर यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल देखें तो सचिन तेंदुलकर, लता मंगेशकर, APJ Abdul Kalam, Ratan Tata, CV Raman. So when they are seen, their skill is also recounted. अगर हम लता मंगेशकर की बात करते हैं तो हमको गाने की याद आती है. अगर हम तेंदुलकर की बात करते हैं तो क्रिकेट की बात याद आती है. So that is how we should also be seen. कि अगर हमें कोई याद करे तो हमारे स्किल के लिए याद करे कि भैया ये अगर आदमी को देखा है तो मतलब that is the skill. So that we should be the brand for that particular product or skill. So this is clear. This is a very important part of this particular session. So what God has tried to tell us is, identify the skill and master that skill. You should be known for that skill. Now coming back to the question number 2. अभी हमें सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन ये होता है कि सबसे बड़ा कंफ्यूजन सारी उम्र रहता है कि हम how can we determine what suits us best, कौन सा स्किल्स हमको सूट करता है, कौन सा प्रोडक्ट हमको सूट करता है, हम क्या करें जो हमारे लिए एकदम एप्ट है. That answer is also given by God in verse 13.3. What is that verse? Kshetram cha api mam vidhi sarv kshetreshu bharat. क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ ज्ञानम यत ज्ञानम मतम मम। मतलब ये है कि नो योरसेल्फ, अपने बारे में जानो। आंसर इज नो योरसेल्फ। So the answer lies within you yourself. What you are, you need to understand that. How you are configured, what are your interests, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. And knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, then you should decide what you want to do. Knowing your own self is the most important thing. अगर आप फील्ड के हिसाब से काम करेंगे, मतलब दिस थिंग इज डूइंग वेरी वेल और दिस स्किल इज वेरी वेल, दिस इज बीइंग adapted, this is hot skill, then you go for that, so you may not succeed because your character or nature may not suit that particular skill or that product. So you have to identify the product or the service which suits you. So God has hinted at by saying चतुर्वर्ण्यम मया सृष्टम गुण कर्म विभागशः। मतलब क्या है? The four categories of occupations were created by me according to people's qualities and activities. So he has given you some qualities. He has given you some nature. You have to identify your nature, what you are, and according to that nature you should pick up that skill. So the most important thing is knowing yourself from among these four skills primarily. So the four primary skills are Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So Brahman are the teachers, thinkers, advisors. Kshatriya are the leaders, administrators, protectors. And Vaishya are the businessmen, traders, agriculturists. And Shudra are the service providers, skilled workers. So you have to identify what you are, and in today's era when we can categorize them even better or even further. But primary category would be this: whether you are a leadership material or whether you enjoy just serving. Can you take up challenges in life? If you can take up challenges in life, if you can do politics, if you can fight, if you can confront, then you are a Kshatriya. And if you like teaching, you like crunching numbers, you like advising, you like writing books, then you are a Brahman. And if you just like to make money, you enjoy making money, then you are a Vaishya. So move to the next one. Any question on this?
No.
Thank you. So now the next question is, how do we begin? How do we begin from this knowledge that there are four categories? So the answer is, after identifying what you are, then you must approach the subject matter expert. You must acquire knowledge. And you must keep yourself updated continuously so that you are seen as a brand, you are seen as a subject matter guru. So you must remain in touch with all the people from the industry who are from your industry, from your skill, so that you are updated on whatever is happening in the industry. You are updated on what is the new technology. You are updated on the numbers. What is the growth which is happening in the industry? If somebody asks you about your industry or your product, so you should be aware about it. So that is how you would be seen as the subject matter expert. That is how you will become a guru. That is what God says here. Tasmini prani paten pari parishnen sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanin tattvadarshina. Mean, okay, approach the people, those who are subject matter experts. Serve them. At that time it was serving them. In today's date, remain in touch with them. Network with them. Any question or we move forward on them?
Absolutely correct. Fine.
So the question 4, thank you Krishna. Our next inquiry is, what steps can we take to avoid being caught in a cycle of firefighting and have consistent growth? अभी हम गुरु बन गए. Now next is, कुछ ना कुछ firefighting आ ही जाता है. Primarily because of some lacuna or other. There are some teething challenges which can be avoided. There are some problems which come in which shouldn't happen. मतलब they are lame in nature. If we adhere to the systems, if we have strong systems, then these teething problems would not happen. So how do we attend to them? What can we do? So the answer is in better management. So God says, karmane hi api bodhvayam cha vikarmana akarmanascha bodhvayam gehna karmano gati. Meaning, you should know what is the right action, what is the wrong action, and what is the inaction. Sometimes we lay down, we lay back, we don't act, we relax. So God says that inaction will also have an impact on your service, on your business. And you should know what are your recommended actions which we plan. And those recommended actions will always boost your business, will always build a momentum for you. And wrong actions, we can always identify that these are the wrong actions which should be avoided. So that is the answer to this. If we can schedule ourselves, identify our actions, if we can plan ourselves better under 3 categories, then we move ahead better. Any question?
No.
Thank you. So now the next question is, what about profit and growth? A businessman would be interested in making money. Any professional would be interested in the growth. See, that knowledge which cannot help us to grow or achieve peace is of no use. That is just the information. So that is where we say Gita, till the time it doesn't help us to grow or help us to achieve peace or happiness or prosperity, then it is of no use to us. We will only listen and say, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, and okay, I am happy. Let's dance, let's do music, and let's go back. Let's go back to our work the way it is going on, and do use and apply our brains. And then we read Western philosophy, Western education, Western knowledge to further our profits and growth. So that is not the objective here. The objective here is that we should benefit from this knowledge. So that is where, let's try to get this answer from Krishna. Ultimately, if I am taking your name, what is the benefit that I am getting? So that is what God says. With your profit, you have to focus on one objective only. You have to master your skill, and you can master by your skill by focusing on one activity, one product, one thing. You can have multiple products, but your focus should be on the core, on the family of that particular product which is relevant. You may be a subject matter expert of kitchenware. That means you will have n number of kitchenware items. So you would be known as a brand which takes care of kitchenware items. Then you start with bathroom items, then your brand gets defocused. That is is what God says. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekahi kurunandana bahusakha anantascha buddhyo avasayena. Meaning, the intellect of those who are on this path is resolute, focused, and the aim is one-pointed. But the intellect of those who are irresolute is many-branched. अगर आपका फोकस इधर उधर भटक गया तो आपका काम भी वैसे ही भटक जाएगा, और काम जब भटक जाएगा, एफर्ट भटक जाएंगे, तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी नहीं आएगी। सोचो, अगर आपको एक दिन में 10 कस्टमर से मिलना है, मगर आपने एक ही कस्टमर से मिले, तो मतलब you have lost out on 9 more prospects. So that is what is the most important thing here. Focus is the critical thing. Your vision and your vision statement must state this. What is your focus? What is your one objective? You must have a vision statement. You must have a mission statement, which should only talk of one thing, one service that you are providing. So should we move ahead?
Yes.
Thank you. So what we learn here is, what God says is, your interest is equal to your knowledge is equal to your actions, and your action is equal to your growth. So ultimately, the seed, the sapling is your interest. So he says, Shraddhavan labte jnanam tat parasanyat indriye jnanam labdava param shantim achiren adhigacchati. मतलब क्या है? The depth of devotion and will determine the extent of knowledge. जितना ज्यादा आपके अंदर भाव है, श्रद्धा है, उतना ही आपको ज्ञान मिलेगा, और जितना आपको ज्ञान मिलेगा उतना ही आप कर्म कर पाओगे। मतलब ये है कि अगर आपके पास में क्लास का बच्चा बैठता है, उसमें अगर इंटरेस्ट कम है, तो टीचर कितना भी पढ़ा ले, मगर वो सीखेगा उतना ही जितना उसको इंटरेस्ट है, और जितना उसने सीखा है मार्क्स भी उसको उतना ही आएंगे। वैसे ही हमारा भी है कि जितना भी हम काम करें, जब तक हमारे अंदर डिवोशन नहीं है, और वो डिवोशन का नॉलेज उतना होगा जितना हम इंटरेस्ट से काम करेंगे, विदाउट फेयर काम करेंगे, तो उतना हमको जो नॉलेज मिलेगा वो नॉलेज के हिसाब से हम कर्म करेंगे, बिकॉज आवर actions are limited to the knowledge that we have. This is clear?
Yeah.
Then here he says is Shreyan Dravya Mayat Yagnat Gyan Yagya Prantap Sarv Karm Akhilam Parth Gyane Parisamapyate. मतलब क्या है कि जितना भी आपका एक्शन है, it is limited to the knowledge that you have. This is of subduer of enemies, actions performed in the materialistic world is superior to the actions performed in knowledge is superior to any materialistic action. After all, O Parth, all actions culminate as per knowledge. Means जितनी knowledge है उतना ही action होगा. For example, stock market में आपको अगर 4 ही stock मालूम है, Reliance, Tata, Birla, so you will not go and buy a 4th stock. You will only buy these among these 3 stocks. When you expand your knowledge, then you will buy that particular stock. So that is why interest is equal to knowledge, knowledge is equal to action. Your actions are limited to the knowledge that you have, and the knowledge is limited to the interest that you have in your objective. Clear, sir?
Clear.
So now the third thing he says is relax and enjoy your work. You have your objectives, you have your interest. Leave the rest on me. You keep your interest level high. You keep your knowledge level high. Go and keep on acquiring knowledge. Leave the rest on me. Because I am the one who knows where the fruit has to go. But I want you to work with full energy. I want you to work with full knowledge. I want you to become the subject matter expert. Now, where the fruit goes, leave it to me. But you should work with full energy and keep on acquiring more and more knowledge. So that is where he says, Karmane vi adhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karm phal heturbu ma to sangaso karmani. You must have heard this a number of times. Right? So that is what it is. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your actions, nor be attached to inaction. That is why कभी मार्केट गिरती है, स्टॉक मार्केट या उठती है, तो हमको विचलित नहीं होना चाहिए. जो अच्छी कंपनी है वो हमेशा आगे काम करती है. That keeps on growing. The same way, the same rule is applicable to us also. Whether we are having some challenges in life or not, but if we are consistent in our effort and we are walking towards our objective, we will grow and march ahead. But if we exit when we have the challenges, the way we exit, if the market is going down and we exit the share, fearing that the market will plunge further, then what will happen? So then what will happen is that we will incur losses in our own business. So that is what God says. Karmane vi adhikar. Kam karte rahe. Keep on working without fear. It is like the fluctuation of the stock market. Let the fluctuation happen. But you remain constant on your objective. If you are consistent, you will grow. Should we move ahead on this?
Yes.
So we say awesome. This way we can enjoy our work and our life. Right, Krishna? So that is what God says. Enjoy every moment of your life. Don't get worried. And he says, elevate yourself through the power of your mind. The moment you sit on your chair, then infuse the energy in you. Raise your energy level. Raise your confidence level. And keep them elevated. The moment you sit on your chair, you should be like a sun, which is radiating energy throughout your organization. So all the people, they get the power from you, like the plants and the animals and all the life on earth. All the living beings get the life from sun. Same way you should radiate the energy with inside your organization. And that is what he says, Udvaret atmanam na atmana vasade. Atmaev atmano bandhu. Atmaev ripu atmana. Mean, you shouldn't allow your energy levels to go down. If your energy levels go down, then the organization's energy level will also go down. Because you are the soul of your organization. You are the one who's radiating the energy. You are the one who's infusing the life in everybody. this is how you can grow and achieve growth. Should we move forward? Any questions on this?
No.
So question number 5. There would be moments in my life when I will feel tired, stressed, overwhelmed. How do I handle that? So now we ask God, God, ये तो सही है, but I can't remain sun every time. There are times when I am going to be feeling let down. I would be depressed. I am a human being. So how do I move forward? So God says, take a break. So he answers this by saying, whenever you are feeling tired, when you are burnt out by shining like a sun, then what you should do? Take a break. Balance your life. Go to Pune for a run with the blind people and cheer them up. You be their energy. So that is what he says. Yukta ahar viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapna bodhasya yoga bhavati dukha. Means balancing. He says, balance your life. Have entertainment. Balanced entertainment. Balanced diet. Balanced efforts. Don't burn yourself by making too many efforts. Have a proper sleep. Then your sorrows would be lesser. Your energy level would be higher. That is how God has answered us. Okay, so the next question that we ask God, Krishna, please guide us on what factors can lead us to our destruction. What happens is some people taste growth, taste success, and the success goes to their head. We start off, so we are cool, we are nice. But the moment we start making money, then we start thinking of enjoying. We start thinking of showing off. So what should be done? What should be avoided so as to prevent our downfall? What kind of actions can destroy our peace and happiness? So God answers that by saying, there are 3 primary causes of downfall. So if we recall the story of Kapil Sharma. तो उसने क्या किया था? एक एरोप्लेन में जब आ रहे थे सुनील ग्रोवर के साथ, तो उसको उठा के जूता मारा था, उसको गाली गलौज किया था, और उसके बाद से उसका शो जो है वो गिरना चालू हुआ, तो कभी वापस उठा नहीं. और वो अल्टीमेटली पैकअप हो गया. So that is what God says, Idam narkasya idam dwaram nashnam atmanam काम क्रोध तथा लोभो तस्मात् एताप त्रयम त्यज्य. There are 3 gates leading to the hell of self-destruction. Lust, anger and greed. Therefore, one should abandon all 3. So the moment you get angry, you should take it as confirmed that you are incurring loss somewhere or other. Anger means loss. Anger means something is getting destroyed. Should we move to the next one?
Yes.
So thank you, Krishna. Could you share some magical insight that might help us navigate the challenges of our career or business journey? Abhi tak ka things were good, nice. We are pepped up. We know what we need to focus on. Can we have some magical insight? There's where God says, remember these three qualities: physical, mental, and speech. For business and career means your tools, your building, your machinery, your infrastructure, they are your physical strength. They should always remain absolutely updated. They should not have any kind of a problem. They should be properly maintained and managed. That is your physical strength. Always keep them tip-top condition, well maintained. Second is mental. Third is speech. Now how do they affect? Let's understand even better. So benefits of three strengths. The physical strength, you will gain stamina to tackle life challenges. Mental strength will help you remain calm and composed, enabling you to make better decisions. Business mein, keeping the morals high of your employees, keeping them focused on the objective, giving them training again and again, having multiple training sessions, even when it is not required, reminding them of the core goals. That is the mental strength. Your systems, your principles. That is the mental strength. Then the third is mastering the art of speech will enable you to turn foes into allies and foster new friendships. So your PR, how you communicate, the motivation with your employees, constant communication with your employees and your customers, continuous visibility, telling them about your product, the advantages of your product, how you are taking care of your customers, sharing the stories with your customers. Okay, how good are you doing? Why you are the master of your skill? Will establish you as a brand. So this presentation ends here. Any question that I can answer, sir?